It's a big wake-up call. We about to get priced out. Being a homeowner and a business owner has always been the American dream, but these taxes make it the American nightmare.
Be sticking this kind of tax increase on top of people is unconscionable, and somebody ought to pay the price for doing this.
Super Neighborhood Leader Travis McGee and our own Bill King reacting to debilitating property tax bills hitting Harris County homeowners just in time for the holidays. How bad are they? Well, I offered my own modest Southwest Houston home as a sample. My county tax up a whopping 25%. Not too far behind Houston ISD with a 19% increase. The community college spanking me for 15% more, and even the city of Houston giving me a 10% haircut based solely on a higher appraisal. Total increase, 18%. Folks, that hurts. And I'm guessing most of our viewers are seeing a double-digit hike on top of higher insurance rates and lingering inflation. Panel, I must say it would have been way worse had not State Senator Paul Bettencourt and the legislature delivered significant property tax relief 2 years ago. But man, I'm stinging. What's going on here, Bill?
So there's two things that are going on. You got hit particularly hard because you had a large increase in the value of your house, 10%, which by the way is a maximum. But also, Harris County lied. Lena Hidalgo, when she got up and said we're raising taxes by 8%, lied. Here are the numbers. They raised the county rate by 10%. Flood control rate, which was approved by voters, went up 58%, but that's a small number. The port went up by 7%, and the hospital district went up by 14%. When you add up those four entities, the tax rate went up by 14%. Now, that's just one number. You've then got to take how much your house went up. Average house went up in Harris County last year by 4%. You multiply 14 times 4 times the value, and that's what you end up. It's called compounding. So most people will see about a 15% increase in their tax, not the 8% that Harris County Judge Lena Hidalgo said you were going to get.
Chal, you work at that intersection we talk about of poverty and survival. Yeah. I mean, for folks on fixed incomes and working class families, this is unsustainable.
Well, there's no time for a side hustle or a second job to offset the tax, the property tax hikes. I mean, what are families going to do in the face of inflation? I was just having a conversation with a friend of mine who was like, have you seen the cost of eggs lately? Just the simple items that sustain us as families, as individuals. And look, it's hard to be a property owner with taxes and water bill hikes. We just talked about water bill hikes in the break. These are going to be tough times. And single mothers and families, they don't have time for a side job, a second hustle to pay off these bills.
Gary, 30 seconds. This has got to be a foundation for the opposition party to say, hey, look, we can do better than this.
There's only one commissioner who voted against all these massive tax increases. He happens to be a Republican. All the Democrats voted for it. The message the voters need to do is kind of similar to the message they send in the country. We're tired of being abused. Every spending program that this runaway government in Harris County wants to spend it on is not needed. I mean, they need to take a haircut. I mean, I was looking at I got an area newspaper that gets thrown, and they had things the county's spending money on, and they listed the gay lesbian liaison program that they're funding. Okay, great. I mean, I didn't know that gays and lesbians are being discriminated against in Houston by Houston or Harris County government. I don't think that's true. And then you had the charities they were giving money to. You know, millions of dollars that are just given away. So the spending's out of control, and Lena is a tool. You know who runs this show? It's Rodney Ellis and his two wing people, the other Democrats. Voters need to vote them out. Send them a message that you cannot continue to abuse us, or what's going to happen, people are going to leave.
Okay, here's the fundamental deal. Am I going to get 25% better county services? No. Am I going to get 19% better education for the kids here? No. Am I going to get 15% better training in the community college? 30 seconds to you.
I really feel like Lena Hidalgo was good in the beginning, but she is being handled by the people in charge of her. You can just tell if you have Democrats, where we know there are a lot of broke Democrats, a lot of living on Section 8 housing, then why would you do a tax increase on the people that you're supposed to represent? If you're, I mean, I have to side with the lone Republican who voted against it because he was the one that only had the right thing in mind for the people. And I'm just tired
Tom
of it.
Ramsey.
Yeah,
Tom Ramsey.
I want to get Bob in here for 30 seconds.
It's time for the legislature to take action on this.
Yes.
We've been renting our homes from the government for way too long. We've been evicting people out of their houses because they can't keep up with the tax increases, and now you've got this extreme measure. Legislature needs to take action.
Yeah, I'm not sure how we replace that revenue. We got to figure it out. We can come back
It's
to
a
you.
spending problem, not a revenue problem.
When we come